Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. The year is 1944, and our naval rearmament and modernization program is well underway. We have already refitted our juggernauts with new fire control, along with our Iron Dukes. Actually, hold on, let's see. Did I actually do that? No, I haven't yet. Okay, but we have refitted a number of battle cruisers. So we've made good progress there. Let's see, put that back on reserve fleet. And actually, hang on. Yeah, battle cruisers. Yeah, those guys can go in mothballs. There we go. So I will have to refit the Iron Dukes with new fire control as well. And construction continues on new capital ships. So we have the new Dakar class light cruisers with more DACA, with an insane number of 6-inch guns and 6-inch auto loaders. So that should be quite a bit of firepower right there. Hopefully these new fleet elements will be very effective. Oh, look at that. I can't wait to see these things in action. We also have the Ariadne class cruisers. Double check on those. Yeah, looking good, looking good. These should be very effective independent warships with their aircraft capability. They're essentially mini battle cruisers capable of operating on their own, and I do intend to treat them as such. We're also refitting these other cruisers, other heavy cruisers, with electro-optical directors, so getting their fire control upgraded. And it looks like we've got 1 month left on the Inconsiderable here. As soon as she's done, we should be able to start refitting the Iron Dukes. And we also have 3 fabulous new fleet carriers, the Unicorn class. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be able to build them at this big of a size, but the ship designer let me do it, so we're going for it. These things are rocking 120 aircraft. That is an enormous air wing, and I intend to order more of these things as soon as I am able. Alright, we also have some Jackal-class destroyers. These should be a nice step up in capability, making that small jump from 4-inch to 5-inch guns, but otherwise they're basically the same as previous designs. So putting all those technological improvements to good use to get bigger turrets. Alright, I think that about covers things here. Let's see, do we have any other ships that shouldn't be... Let's see. So we have... This Camperdown does not need to be on active fleet anymore, since we lost the territory to a rebellion that we were worried about. We'll just bring all of these back home and put them back in mothballs. There we go. Send you fellows home. Alright, I think that about covers things for this opening move. Let's move on to the next turn. Okay, Italy wants to buy technology. I'm always fine with that. Wow, Germany is refitting with electro-optical as well. Man. Here I was so proud about my technological developments. Alright, plunk you back into mothballs. There we go. And with this freed up budget, let's take a look at the Iron Dukes. Alright, so our primary goal here is to get electro-optical director. There we go. Let's see, is there anything else we can do with this? Well, we do technically still have some weight remaining. Yeah, I think that'll work. Got some additional light AA on these things. We're still very heavy in the medium AA department, and we've got plenty of AA directors as well. I think that should do a pretty good job. Okay. Yep, electro-optical directors, a little bit more AA. Sounds good to me. We'll save that and send these fellows off for rebuilds. Okay, and then we also had some other ships finish up their rebuilds. Here we go. Conquests. So put you fellows back in mothballs. Okay, next turn. Ooh, Torpex Warhead. More powerful explosives. Yep, I have no idea what the compound was for Torpex, but that was a pretty significant development as far as torpedo explosives go. Big step up in terms of safety and damage over previous warheads. Okay, let's see. So we just finished up a whole bunch of cruisers. Let's see. So these fellows, put in the mothballs for now. More modern Ariadnes, we're going to reserve. There we go. Let's see, and we also had some destroyers finishing up. Yeah, here we go. Reserve those, and it's time to build some more. Yep, plop down 4 more jackals, and then we've got the budget for, let's see, what should we get? Well, we can get another heavy cruiser, we can get another light cruiser, or we could jump for a new carrier. Let's see, so we've got 4 Dakars, we've got 3 Ariadnes. So I think we're going to go for another Ariadne. Let's see what we got. There we go, that'll work. We'll plop that thing down, see what we get from there. And with our next budget boost, probably going to be from the finishing up the Iron Dukes. We can lay down a 4th Unicorn class. Alrighty. Next turn, Germany wants to buy armor technology. Sounds good to me. Alrighty, and moving right along. Whoa. Unidentified submarine has fired a torpedo at one of our ships. Oh. Well, that's not nice. Yeah, international courts, not very effective. That doesn't seem like a reasonable solution here. But sinking any unidentified submarine in our territorial waters, that seems pretty decent. We don't know for sure who it actually is, so we'll just issue orders to sink any unidentified submarines. Oh, there we go. New medium bomber short bow fighter is ready for operational service. Fantastic. Speaking of which, we haven't taken a look at our aircraft in a little while. Let's see what we got. Okay, so our float plane scouts are quite old at this point. Oh boy. So those could probably use some replacement. Our torpedo bomber is also looking rather old. So that is a concern. Okay. Well, I do believe our best bet is to go for a new torpedo bomber. The ones we have are pretty good, but I think we can do better. Alright, so hang on. dive bomber. Ooh. How could I have forgotten about that? We have access to dive bombers. Alright, let's see. First things first, we need for dive bombers range and bomb load. Because dive bombers are notorious for being lower performance than torpedo bombers, so in order for them to keep up, they're going to need as much range as they can get. Alright, that should do the trick. Alright, new aircraft type requested. And while we are at it, let's do a quick review. So the torpedo bomber is good. Flying boat is an average reliability. We've got a new flying boat, which is a somewhat of a sidestep compared to everything else, but I don't know. We'll see how their reliability works out. Same thing for the new fighters and the new medium bombers. Once we've got a better feel for how they perform, we can decide which ones to keep and which ones to ditch. Alright, in other news, I forgot, in the last episode, I forgot which technology we researched, and I tried to equip surface-to-surface missiles on some ships, but I don't have that technology. What I actually have is the early ASM, air-to-surface missile. So that is dropped from aircraft. And I have no idea if that's dropped from torpedo bombers or medium bombers or what. But that is an aircraft-launched weapon, not a ship-launched weapon. So that does explain why I was being confused earlier. Very silly of me. Alrighty, let's move on to our next turn. Oh my, old destroyers. France wants a bigger navy, laying down a new carrier. Russia and Japan are also laying down new carriers. Yep, I think it's definitely time to lay down some more carriers. Okay, let's see. A new unicorn class. I think this one we're going to go with the Manticore. There we go. We'll plunk those guys back into reserve. Okay, Camper Down is back. We can mothball her. And that should also mean these other cruisers are back too. Yep, here we go. Proserpines. Mothball those. Oh, and we've got another conquest. Let's mothball that. There we go. So second line cruisers are all back in mothballs. Pandoras are all in reserve, looking good. Oh no, my Splendids are obsolete. We can't have that. Alright, let's see what we can do with these. So we do have some additional weight remaining, that's good. We'll bump that up. Oh, we also have room for some medium AA. Alright, well, let's start plunking down some of those. Oops, a little bit too much. Okay. Seems pretty good to me. Actually, hang on. Oh, that's the other thing I needed to do. We needed a catapult. Plop down a couple of those things. Alright, there we go. Get some of those catapults so these things can properly launch cap. And, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright. We'll save that. Send these fellows in for rebuilds. Okay. Let's see, what other stuff can we do here? Do we have any other ships going obsolete yet? Not that I've seen. I think these are all doing fairly well. And actually, with those guys in for rebuilds, we've got more money. So we've already got 4 of each of the new classes, except for destroyers. So what should we build now? Excuse me. I think... That's actually a really tough decision. I don't know. I think... How many destroyers do we have in this group of frontline? We've got 44 frontline destroyers. Well, hopefully that's enough. If 44 frontline destroyers is not enough, I don't know what is. So with that in mind, I think we can put another light cruiser down. So we're going to take another one of these fellows, and let's see. Next ship on my light cruiser naming list, we're going to go with the Katana. There we go. Looks good to me. Okay, next turn. Currently baffled by the problems of micro-alloy additions. Well, looks like they are making progress on armor developments, but haven't quite figured it out yet. It is interesting how the science of materials, how even such a small addition in very, very small percentages can change the properties of material, but it does make a noticeable difference. Ooh, well on their way to understanding improved air search radar. Fantastic! Ooh, and Gloucester has developed an improved model of the Gloucester Gladiator. Ooh, looking good. Let's see what's actually been improved. Not a whole lot. Looks like they've just added on a bomb capacity. But you know what? I'll take it. And France has raised their budget again. Oh my. Actually, let's see what we got here. Naval budget. Yeah, France still can't match us. But between France and Russia, they absolutely can. Capital ship-wise, we do have the advantage. Battlecruiser-wise, we're pretty well matched as well. Carrier-wise, they are racing to catch up with us, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And we are far behind as far as heavy cruisers go. Our light cruisers aren't exactly doing too hot either. Well, actually, yeah, I think we're doing okay on light cruisers, but those things are just so much fun. Okay. Yep, next ship will have to be a heavy cruiser. Oh boy. Acknowledged. Whoa, hang on, what did I miss? Ooh, an internal upheaver in the new Hebrides. Japan is sending a force there. Well, I don't like that. How dare they? Completes the occupation of the New Hebrides. Oh my. Scientists have made unexpected advances in AP projectiles. Oh, advanced penetrator alloys. Well, that's good. Better armor penetration is always nice. Oh, and here we go. Improved air search radar. And specialized landing craft. Oh my. Actually, I should take a look at our submarine. Oh my. That's some old submarines. Yeah, we're gonna scrap these two. Just right off the bat. I am actually kind of curious what kind of reliability we can get out of some of these. So we'll lay down a few more. There we go. We'll see how that goes. I'm not hugely into submarines, but it's always worth having a few so you can see what their capabilities are, and you never know. Sometimes you get those delicious random events in your favor, and that'll never happen if you don't actually have any submarines. Okay, next turn. Oh, a fascist coup has taken place in Japan. Well, that's not good. And Italy, too. Alrighty, Top Spy has gotten a hold of the blueprints for the Russian cruiser. Oh. It's not a bad design, well armored. A little bit slow, a little bit undergunned, but all things considered, not too terrible. Considering when it was built in 1916. Oh boy. Oh, an integrated CIC, Combat Information Center. Well, I guess that'd improve your combat air patrol. Sure, we'll go with that. USA has knowledge of supercharged diesels, microalloy additions, and various other stuff. Interesting. I think we should start spending a little bit more on espionage against them. Actually, let's take a quick check. Who all is fascist here? Germany is fascist. France is fascist. Russia hasn't changed anything. USA is still liberal democracy. But Japan is fascist, and Italy is fascist. Well, that's awfully rude of them. That's, 4 nations are all fascist. That's not so good. I am not a big fan. Okay. Next turn. Still complaining about displacement. Yep, I acknowledge that. There we go. Heavy Cruiser Diadem is commissioned. CVL fantastic. Oh my, a spy from France has been discovered. Oh, we can't have that. How dare they? Okay, and with completion of those... Oh boy. That is a lot of budget right there. Okay, let's see. First of all, this fellow needs to be rebuilt. Get that new fire control in there. Let's see what other stuff we had planned. So these fellows... Hang on. Where'd they go? Ah, here we go. Oh, those are back. Hang on. Oh, that wasn't what I was looking for. Who finished up? Okay, one ship commissioned. 1, 2, 3. Reconstruction's finished. And we have budget. Okay, which means we need more destroyers and more heavy cruisers. All right. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? Ariadne class. The Abokir sounds good to me. We'll build another one of those. And then we also need more jackals. There we go. I think that covers things fairly well. Anything else? Anything else at all? Oh yes, this fellow needs a rebuild. Okay, so we'll take this guy, Hercules, put in new fire control. I thought we'd bulge this guy. I guess not. Should I bulge him? I don't know. Well, that's a negligible change in cost and time. And that's ditching 2 knots of speed. So it'll be only 20 knots instead of 22. But with that extra displacement, we can plop down a couple of catapults. And we can add some aircraft. And well, we're already stacked as far as secondaries go. But we can certainly add on some more AA guns. Alright, I think that'll work. We got some aircraft, so we have scouting capability, we've got some catapults to launch them from, a little bit more AA guns, and we get some better torpedo defense from those bulges. I think that's pretty good. Whoa, hang on, improved main guns. I don't know, is it worthwhile improving the guns? I can already reach out to touch whatever is out there. Given that effective max spotting distance and therefore maximum engagement range is around 26,000, we can easily outreach that. So I don't think it's actually worth it replacing for new guns. So we're just going to save this as is. And we're going to rebuild it. Okay, that's all taken care of. Do we have anyone else going obsolete? Nope, looking good. Okay, next turn. Wow, France is seriously allocating money to their navy. Oh man, my air crews lost all of their experience. Or sorry, the ship crews lost all of their experience during that rebuild. That's unfortunate. because that limits their that reduces their damage control and ready times. Hopefully the air cruiser's still good though. Oh, they're still reporting a veteran. Oh, and Triumphant is still working up. Oh boy. Well, they should pick up things fairly effectively. Okay. Well, not a whole lot else to do this turn. We'll move right along. German battlecruiser Prinz Eugen. Ooh, Seydlitz class. This is quite a nice looking ship, all things considered. I think she's a little bit heavy on the deck armor and light on the belt, but that's just been my experience. The belt tends to get hit more often than the deck. But honestly, I haven't been in all that many long-range gunfights since we started doing sloped belts. So, I don't know. Most of my fights have been at distressingly short range. Oh. Research breakthrough? Early SAM, surface-to-air missiles. Ooh. That's intriguing. Alright. Now we have something to investigate. And Italy is stealing technology. Yep, how dare they? They'd better pay for that stuff. And a new French medium bomber is entering service. Okay. Let's see, how long until we get our thing? Alright, dive bomber next turn. Sounds good to me. Okay, and I want to see what it takes to start equipping these new SAMs. Okay. Let's see what it would take to put some SAMs on the Waveney class. Okay. So, missile launcher. Let's see about putting... Alright, well I can't put any more tubes, but we can put a Q turret on. One medium SAM. Oh wow, that is very heavy. 380 mass for the SAM itself, plus another 90 for the control systems. Wow. Okay. Wow, what would it take? Let's see. If we ditch that and that is barely enough. Let's see. If we ditch torpedoes as well. Wow, still overweight. Oh my god. That is some serious mass there. I do not know if I'm going to be able to equip this to any of my destroyers. Certainly not as they currently stand. Okay, so I can't go putting those on the Waveney's. What about the Jackals? I know we've got heavier gun turrets here. Alright, so if we put a SAM on there, yeah, that's a whole lot of weight there, and I don't like that. But, let's see what we can do. So if we start ditching turrets, so X, Y, And a torpedo tube. So if we just clear everything off the back, we are still 140 tons overweight. Even ditching torpedo reloads, and we're still overweight. That is insane. Well, I guess destroyers are not suitable ASW platforms. Unless... Oh, nuts. Can't go bulging destroyers. Well, so much for that plan. Okay, well, at the very least then, we should take a look and see if we can equip them on cruisers. So let's see about this Pandora vessel. Okay, so if we take this and we add a W SAM launcher, yep, that's pretty overweight. And then we take this V turret and we scratch that off. We are still 227 tons overweight. Well, I could bulge it, but that slows these things down less than the speed of my capital ships. And that's not gonna work. Let's see, what about... Well, I bet I could easily put them on the Dakar class. I just have to drop a turret off there. Yeah, let's see. So we open up the design here. We'll go right in. We plop down a turret right there. Puts us a little bit overweight. But if we ditch that, it becomes almost achievable. And at that point, with the SAMs, we could ditch some mines, drop torpedoes off, Yeah, that'd work. So we could equip the Dakars with SAM. Don't think I would go with the W, but could easily put one down on the R spot, and that works out pretty nice. So that is a possible refit. What about these Ariadnes? Could they be re-equipped? And I suppose I could bulge them, and that'd make it very easy. Better torpedo defense, and then throw the extra displacement into SAM launchers. Let's see, so if we were to take that, bulge that out, and then we could do one of those. That actually works out fairly well. That's an easy refit. Yeah, look at that. Right there. 29 knots instead of 32, so I wouldn't be quite as fast. But that'd give it a very effective anti-air capability as well. And I am very curious how those AA guns work. Let's see what it would take to put one on a destroyer, since those do build pretty quickly. So if I were to take, I'll just plop one down right there. So that is severely overweight. If I go up to a 2,500 ton displacement, that still doesn't quite pull things off. Let's see, so we ditch some guns. That saves some weight. Shave off a little speed. That works. That does actually work pretty well. And they're still capable combatants-ish. Rocking 6 5-inch guns, which is very nice. Not a great heavy AA. And that extra AA director is definitely not buying much. That's from 13 to 14. Yeah, it's not worth it. So we shave that off. I think the SAM more than makes up for the heavy AA factor. And then we've already shave off the mines as well. Is that enough to keep us? Nope, can't do 31 knots. Could we at least get up to a normal speed priority? Nope. Can't quite pull that off either. What if we go down to triples? Well, that works. And that lets us go up to a forward-firing ASW motor, too. Okay. Well then, I think we have us a new destroyer. Alright, let's see. I'm going to call this destroyer the Arbalist class. That way I remember these are the ones with SAMs. They're a little bit on the slow side, but oh well. I think the addition of the SAM launchers should be quite nice. And the step up in ASW capability as well. Should pay off quite well. Oh, hang on. Fire control, not the best available. Oh! Yeah, let's step that up. Advanced director. And then we can also plop down some medium AA. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So we're going to save that right there. Let's start developing that. And we are going to have to build us a whole bunch of those things to actually get them into combat. And we'll also be refitting all of the Dakar class as well. One, two, 3, 4, 5 Ariadne class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dakar class. And we've got 4 unicorns. I do want to bump that number up. I think I want a total of 5 unicorn class. But our highest priority now is getting these new Arbalest class destroyers built and in action. Okay, any other surprises here? Nope, nothing's obsolete. No concerns. Next turn. Ooh, managed to get a hold of blueprints for the Congress. Ooh, that's a nice looking ship. That looks like an Iowa. That's probably the intent, too. Alrighty, let's see. Rocking 25-inch dual purpose. Very, very nice. 2 catapults. 2 aircraft. Okay, okay. 12-inch armor belt. A little bit light on the belt armor, but a 6-inch deck. Very heavy deck armor, so that'll be effective protection against airstrikes. Fire control, a little bit weak. Well, that's a pretty solid battlecruiser right there, though. And new dive bomber prototypes are ready for evaluation. Let's see what we got. Ooh. 600-pound bomb load. I approve, I approve. Alright. So we've got not a whole lot of differences in speed, but we do see some changes in range. Alright. So this Westland one seems to have a significantly longer range than all the others. Moderate maneuverability, moderate toughness. Alright, I think the decision is clear. We definitely have to go with this Westland design. That is the best all-around design. And it's got the range to reach out and touch planes. Alright. Newest design Arbalest is ready for construction. Alright, let's build some of these. Whew, those are not cheap. Oh my. Alright, 4 new Arbalest class. Okay, and I think we're going to have to call the episode to a close here, because we are approaching the 50-minute mark. So we'll keep going in the next episode, building more Arbalists and hopefully another unicorn, and we'll see what sorts of technologies we get next time. Until then, this is Katori87, signing out.